Hey, Rosebud.
How are you?
I'm good. Today's your day to shine.
I know. Taylor Swift and New Heights broke the internet, and we are going to break it all down.
Yes, we are. And to the Do We Have To crew, thank you for joining us for another episode of Do We Have To, a marriage podcast. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Emily.
We got a wonderful show today. As Emily had mentioned, it is her time to shine. Taylor Swift joined the New Heights podcast.
I know.
Spent 2 hours
New
on the
Heights,
show.
Finally.
Broke all kinds of podcast records.
It was like she personally invited me into her home with Travis.
Dethroned Kylie as the number one downloaded episode of New Heights. Sorry, Kylie. We still love your episode. However, unfortunately, it is just blasting everybody away. Yeah. And there was tons of you call them Easter eggs, right? And there was all kinds of insights. It was very cool, and we're going to talk about that thoroughly on today's show.
And Do We Have To crew? You need to tell me everything that I've missed. We've been wrong before. We're not afraid to admit it.
Yep.
We will probably be wrong with several of these, but it's a game I will never stop playing because
Absolutely.
This is just Swifties.
Yep.
We are ride or die.
Yep, that's right. What did she say? Ride at dawn. Yeah. So again, the show today is brought to you by YouTube, youtube.com/@Do-We-Have-To, a marriage podcast. And also you can find us on all socials as well as our website at dowehavето.com. So feel free to drop us a line. Yeah. Let us know what we got right. Comment. Let us know how we did. And definitely, conspiracy, Easter egg theorize away with the wonderful episode that was Taylor Swift. And then on top of that today, we also are going to get back to our 90s nostalgia. And also we're going to continue playing our Let's Get Deep by Relatable. And today we're going to be tackling a deep card.
Yeah. Do we want to do that first?
What's that?
The deep card?
Well, it's up to you. You're the one. This is your show. I want you to...
Let's do 90s nostalgia first because Seamus chose the card and I've not read it yet. So,
do you have the 90s nostalgia?
I do. And this is actually where you're going to shine because in 1990, on August 15th,
1992.
Oh, 92. My bad.
I don't have the notes in front of me. I know exactly.
Are You Afraid of the Dark came out.
Yes.
It made its debut. What channel? Nickelodeon. I didn't have Nickelodeon growing up.
Oh my gosh.
And I've never seen Are You Afraid of the Dark? So, yeah.
I think we own most of the series, but you can actually on Paramount Plus now, if you have Paramount Plus, the app, shout out Paramount Plus, you can get all the old Nickelodeon shows that we used to watch as kids. So this was around the time when there was a thing called Snick at Night. So like if you were, anywhere between 6, 10, middle school to elementary school age, you would sit down on a Saturday night and around 7:00, they would start out with like all that. And then it would go into, other shows like Ren and Stimpy and those sorts of things. And they would have an episode starting that year of, Are You Afraid of the Dark, which was like Goosebumps before Goosebumps. In my opinion, it's a little darker. The first episode that they aired was called Tale of the Phantom Cab. And it involved two brothers that are lost in the woods, and they run into a professor out there in the middle of the woods. They're trying to solve a riddle. All of a sudden, they end up in a cab, and the cab guy was really a dead ghost. And it is fantastic. I highly recommend the watch.
Sounds great.
Like I said, it's very much darker. They have to basically prevent themselves from dying by solving the riddle before the cab crashes. That was a children's show.
Like most murder mysteries.
Yeah, well, yep, there you go. Yep, most children's television shows. That's what it was. But yeah, you can get the whole series that Nickelodeon had, the original series. I think they did a remake eventually, but the original series that happened in the 90s, you can get that on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Thank you, and thank you for enjoying. And again, guys, hey. Haven't gotten a lot of feedback on the 90s nostalgia, but we would love to have a name for the segment. So anybody on the Do We Have To crew, just let us know any ideas for the name for that segment for the wonderful 90s nostalgia. I just feel like 90s nostalgia is just a little bland. So help us spice that up a little bit.
There was a 90s book in the background with Travis and Taylor.
Was there? Okay. All right. So it's something to talk about here shortly.
Well, no. Okay. We're going to move on to Deep card.
Absolutely.
We play the game.
Let's get deep.
I forgot it.
You're so
I am
focused
so
and
focused
caught up
on
on
Taylor.
this Taylor Swift phenomenon and what she did to the internet just recently that you can't even segue into
Sure
our
can't.
show we've done.
Because nothing else matters.
I mean, we could skip it,
No,
but I just feel like
no.
tradition, we have not broke this tradition since
I
we started
know.
doing it. Let's Get Deep is a game by Relatable. So by Relatable is the name of the company. And it is featured on Hulu's Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. They use the friend version. There's multiple types. There's this one, which is more used for dating or getting to know somebody. There's a friendship one, obviously you use with your friends. And there's even a sexy time that Emily likes to use in the evenings.
Absolutely not.
And so there's 3 types of cards for this game that we use. It's Icebreaker, Deep, and Deeper. And today we're going to be breaking down a Deep card.
Yeah.
Emily, what do we got?
And our son chose this last night. And he picked, if you could pick one age to be forever, what age would you pick and why? Well, obviously, I want to say 22 because that's a Taylor song.
Oh my God. It's, you're-
But
it's good to
I'm
be.
going to actually say 26.
Okay, why?
We had already been married.
Okay.
And we were pregnant with Seamus, just about to be parents.
I remember I carried him for 9 months
Yeah.
with you. I helped carry him.
But life just seemed so ignorantly blissful and happy, and nothing bad was going to happen to us. Nothing negative was going to happen. We were just in our own little bubble,
getting
and
dark.
everything was just perfect.
Really?
I felt like it. Like
Okay.
we were
No, I
young,
don't think it
happy,
was-
and in love. And
I think we're yeah. Okay, cool. Well, you guys, do we have to agree? You're hearing it here. It's just all downhill for Emily since 26.
no, but like
In your mind, where you
we
where
had
we're-
everyone we've ever truly loved be in our life at that time.
Oh, that's a good
And
point. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So, like, holistically,
friendships
everything
haven't
was here.
changed, and families hadn't changed. All of our relationships that we had created, we were still very much intertwined with everything from the past to the present, and then looking forward to the future. And it was just, it was just a moment in time where I feel like I felt everything I'd ever wanted was finally happening.
Yeah, I get that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And everybody was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I wasn't thinking about this specific thought today, but I was thinking in general, like, what a great year this has been, the good and the bad. And like, I would be 40.
You're not 40 yet.
I am.
Oh, yeah, you are.
What is going on with you today?
I'm not 40.
No, you're 39. I know your age and your birthday, despite what you tend to have come out of you. But yes, that's correct. I am 40.
Yeah, you are.
I will be 41 in November.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy to think that we're 40, though.
I think I'm about as close to firing on all cylinders as I possibly can be. I mean, I don't think there's anything such thing as perfect, but I think as far as like things, the ability to respond to things, relationships with you and the kids and our friends and all those things, I think they're at a very optimal point at this point in my life, and work and this and everything. I think I would stay right here.
Yeah.
I think everything, the physical, the mental, everything is all in about as optimal shape and getting better as where it can be. So I wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because if I was 26 forever, I guess if I was that age, right, I would be like 330 pounds.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be handling my mental health very well.
I would have
don't
been
know.
super heavy, and we would have still struggled with the infertility stuff that we had been struggling with. And
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Tegan or me,
You're talking about just like where we were in life. That makes sense. But I mean, I guess for me too, it is where we are in life right now. Unfortunately, we can't enjoy it with everybody that was there when we were 26. But like, this is, I think for me individually, I think it's the most optimal it possibly can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Yeah.
And again, guys, drop us what age would you be? Go to dowehavето.com. Leave us a comment on our socials. We always drop shorts that are available on YouTube and all of our socials. And again, youtube.com/@dowehavetoamarriagepodcast.
Yeah.
Okay, Emily, let's just jump into it. I don't want to hold this back any further. You've got a lot of nervous energy.
I do.
You forgot how old I am.
I did.
I don't even know if you know when my birthday is. There's a lot of concerns.
I do know when your birthday
You couldn't even care less about Are You Afraid of the Dark, which is a bit hurtful.
No. Mm-mm.
But I am so excited that you're excited about this. That's why I like Taylor Swift regardless. I like her like you like her.
I mean,
don't
I'm a
think
Swiftie
that's possible.
OG.
I know. Yeah. You've
So
always
I've been there
always been a fan.
from
Yes.
her beginning.
Yes. But I love seeing this energy and passion come out of you. And so I have never looked more forward to taking a back seat and letting you go. So with that being said, Do We Have to Crew, we're going to jump right into discussing Taylor Swift's appearance on the New Heights podcast. Emily, let him have it.
Okay. So let's start from the very beginning.
Sure.
In the Eras Tour,
Taylor Swift was born.
She left the stage every night except for one night, going down the stage, like through the elevator thingy. On the last night.
Hold on. Going down the elevator. You mean on the stage going down the elevator?
Yeah, like when she ended the show. Like
she would sink down, you wouldn't see her anymore?
Right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
On the last night, she walked through an orange door.
Right.
Now, all of us Swifties know that the stage was shaped like a key and all the doors led to a different era. We assumed that the orange door may lead to karma because it was written in orange and, reputation and all that. However, it has now led us to the life of a showgirl. And I cannot be more excited for this album.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. So Taylor announced on the show, and of course she was sitting with Travis. If you haven't seen it yet, on video, she's sitting with Travis, and she does announce that she is going to have a new album that's going to be dropping on October 3rd, Life of a Showgirl.
Yes.
Go ahead, sorry.
So after we realized that the orange door was Showgirl, we all willingly jumped down that rabbit hole.
Collectively lost your minds.
Yep, we all lost our minds. We have jumped down the rabbit hole. We're loving every minute of it. She's trained us well in her little serial killer Easter eggs that she leaves all over.
I love that she made reference to that. She's like, she does explain that on the show. It's a nice little disruption. Artwork falling down on the set.
Yeah.
Colin's not going to like that.
No, but it's okay.
She did explain on the show, which I thought was really cool. If you do get an opportunity, like if you want to hear somebody at the highest of high levels of success give insights in a very relatable and also human way, I think she did a great job with it. And she did mention that was something she saw that her fans enjoyed. So she started doing it. And now she feels like it's to the point where it's like kind of Zodiac, but she likes doing it. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing about the orange though?
Yeah.
That is her, there is an album that she's selling. You can pre-order it now on her website, I think for maybe a couple more hours, where the vinyl is orange, right? It's glitter orange. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. But we're going to break down the set, the outfit, Travis, Jason, all of it, because there is nothing that Taylor does that's a mistake. She has proven herself time and time again. She is the mastermind.
Sure.
So
I'm putting the guards down. I'm gonna just take it in and provide commentary.
Well, there are so many details, so I have to have my cards.
Okay.
But the first thing is the set. So we're going to break down all the books on the bookshelf because some people are only focusing on 3 of them. Other people have tended to focus on just a couple other ones, but I did some research on every single book that was on the bookshelf.
Awesome.
Behind Travis.
For somebody who hasn't watched the New Heights show before and they may watch it for the first time because Taylor's doing a guest spot, what is the set you're referring to?
Oh, so Jason is in his own house, like in the basement area, which I love because it shows like what a true house actually looks like. You can see his little Peloton bike. You can see storage stuff.
You can see his garage beer fridge that I want.
Yeah,
so
you can see
badly.
a stack of like protein
Shout
shakes
out garage
and
beer.
ginger ale and all that. Like, I just love it. It's just
Yeah, it's
like
very much
it's their house.
a
It's
real human being living life and doing a podcast
with
in between
4
all
kids and yes, yeah, it's perfect. And then Travis and Taylor were sitting together in front of a bookshelf, and I'm assuming it might be Taylor's home, but
that. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think
they're in
it's
Kansas. Yeah, they're not in Kansas City. Oh, yeah, it didn't look like Travis's office. Normally,
Well,
when this
Travis's
podcast is
office
filmed-
was
Oh, but he
pretty
has a new
bare,
home
but he
now,
has a
right?
new home.
Yeah.
And he's here
I like how
for
we're talking about him
football,
like we're friends
but
with him.
like they're traveling, but he's still practicing daily because football season started.
right,
so
Sorry,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know where to assume that
Either
it
way,
is,
they're in a room together.
but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bookshelf.
Yeah. So to your point, I guess you broke it down really well. If you're seeing it, Jason's it looks like it is his home. It's his home base, and it looks like it's been lived in. Travis is more of the postured.
It's
looks
very
like a
curated.
design studio type of
Yes.
look and vibe. That
This
somebody
bookshelf
did.
was curated for this episode.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Like
Sorry.
there is nothing that's not there on purpose.
There you go. Just wanted to create the visual.
And
Go.
I know that I've missed several things.
Absolutely. Hey,
but
go for it.
we're going to go for it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the main 3 that were always in the background, never out of frame in the podcast were and I'm going to butcher these names, so I do apologize. But it was the Basquiat book that was about the artist Jean Michel, I believe, who died on August 12th, which is the same day the teaser came out. And there's other stuff about him that I'll get into in a minute. But, I can get into it now. So his book was actually about the influence in the neo-expressionist movement, where his popular inspirations were detailed out, so like who he was inspired by. And it also included his political activism among his most popular works of art. So we all know she's also a political activist in her own right, in her own ways.
I can't believe this is a thing. Keep going. No, this is good.
The Shangol Lisketsi book was about Russian Jewish artist, which is a nod to also the orange and the avant-garde style. Shangol, well, they have avant-garde styles,
Oh, okay. Got
but
it.
the avant-garde was also like, it's a nod to the vibe that was set for
Got
the
it.
orange,
Okay.
the green,
Okay.
the mint,
Got it.
all of it. Shingal is also known to have stated that the fate of the famous is to be misunderstood. There's possible lyrics there. I really, really hope so. Plus, he was also known as a rebel in the world of art, stating that people should demolish and build new lives and culture, which is a direct relation to Taylor stating she's a mirror ball. And then if you also remember in the lyrics from Look What You Made Me Do, she sings, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time, which means she reinvents herself
Yeah.
and her music
Sure.
a lot. And then the third one was the Ruth Oswa book, who was an artist who died at the age of 87, which is Travis's number. But she also
When
learned
you say artists, do you mean artists like they're all painters?
painters, artists, like sculptures.
Okay, so but so
like
they weren't
this
like
Ruth
artists like
person did,
musicians.
like,
You're talking
line
about people
wire
that created
art.
with their hands.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. That's interesting too.
But this Ruth person did like wire sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
So but she died at the age of 87, which is Travis's number. But she learned and created most of her craft in World War II internment camps. She was a Japanese American artist. Okay, so those were the main 3 that never left view.
Okay.
Now let's go on. There was a book on Reims, who is a German designer that changed the look and functionality of consumer products in the 20th century. Taylor has changed the music industry
Yeah.
during her time, so obviously. And then one of my favorite things that I discovered was the Eames book. So Charles and Ray Eames, or Eames, I don't know, was known as the golden couple of post-war American design. Obviously, Taylor and Travis are the golden couple of American culture right now.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think So you're saying that
Who
she
else
purposely?
would be?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, keep going.
Am I saying she purposely did this? Absolutely.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, we are the golden couple, so I'm gonna get a golden couple, and then I'm gonna put it on the bookshelf so people can pick that up. I love that.
Nothing's by mistake.
Got it. Okay.
And then the Casa Wabi book was about a Mexican artist who centered on intentional design and connection to local communities. What has she stated about her shows? Like that she thinks about what she wanted people to feel when they were at her show, how they left, what.
Yeah, where depending on where she was, how she should say something or how she should introduce how she communicates overall. Everything that is what her focal point is when she was on the tour prepping. She didn't really have any room for anything else.
Right. And then her support for local communities. And every city that she did a show, she donated to the community, whether it was to shelters or food banks or something. And she also just supported the community with bringing revenue in. I mean, she made millions of dollars for every city that was hosting a concert with travel, airfare. All these people were coming in, staying, purchasing food, eating local, drinking. I mean, cities profited off of her coming too.
Yeah, there's an economic boom from her tour in every city that she touched.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's $1 billion plus tour, but then you get, I mean, that's you're talking about ticket sales and revenue from merch. You're talking about overall effect on economies. She actually helped raise the economy, I know, in the U.S. and other countries.
See, intentional. Love her. And then another one of my absolute favorite books that I found on her shelf was the Ralph Lauren book. Now, she's been known to support Ralph Lauren. She wears his designs a lot.
Why is that?
What?
Why does she support Ralph Lauren?
I think she just likes his style. Like Ralph Lauren is a great designer.
Okay. Sure. I just didn't know if there was a specific reason, like something about that person's the way they've lived their life, or specifically if they have a relationship with her. I was just curious if what the intent was behind that, displaying that.
Well, I think it's a nod back to, so in her reels, like in photographs, she released a photo of her in a stadium with a yellow sweater with the sign A12.
Okay.
And again, by a door that said A12, A13.
Okay.
So there's a 13. Like obviously everything's going to have a 13.
Right.
But the A12, nobody could figure out why A12. Well, August 12th was when the teaser.
A teaser for the show?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But that yellow sweater was actually a Ralph Lauren.
Oh, okay. Got
and it's available for purchase for about $168. But she
like all sweaters should cost.
She has also had several of her sweaters that she wore to Chiefs game in red, obviously.
Are they Ralph Lauren's as well?
A few of them are.
Oh,
There's
nice.
one where she was wearing.
She just wears that as a designer regularly.
Yeah.
Got it.
There was
Okay.
one where she was wearing the plaid skirt that everybody thought was a nod to Reputation because of the plaid.
Sure.
And then there's one with her in like a Christmas Santa hat as well.
Yeah.
And those are both red sweaters and they are both Ralph Lauren. And then one of her go-to handbags that she's spotted around several times with is also a Ralph Lauren design.
Nice.
I couldn't find the prices on the red sweaters and I also couldn't find them on the Ralph Lauren website, but I did look. And the Ralph Lauren, the yellow one, isn't available on Ralph Lauren website, but it is available from like resale shops. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then I don't even know how to say this.
This
person's
is
name.
still all related to the set.
Yeah.
This is insane. Okay, keep going.
There's a book that's like I'm gonna say, well, I don't even know. The last name is Way or Wee. It's
Is
the
it
W.
WEI? Way. Uh-huh.
Okay, so Way.
Yep.
They are an artist and activist in New York, but this book is mostly about the behind the scenes from his time spent at a detention center for 81 days over in China. And then from his private interviews that he did while he was over there too.
Got it.
And then there was a Cats book, obviously, because
Hold on. You just jumped through that really quick. So what's the
behind the
what is it?
scenes. The whole thing of Life of a Showgirl is behind
Oh,
the
it's
scenes.
about her time while she was doing that tour and what was going on in her life, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to make, hey, remember, there's people listening who might not have watched the show or not know the
If
insane
you
amount of
don't
information that you know
understand
about Taylor
Swift
Swift.
now,
She's inclusive to everybody, even people who aren't Swifties. And not that I'm not a Swiftie. I'm
no,
definitely
but
a
like
fan.
if you haven't caught
And a
on.
92 percenter.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
And then there's a book, Cats, which obviously, because she
That's-
loves
yeah,
cats,
I mean,
she has
that-
3 of
that
them.
one we know,
She has
yeah.
Olivia, Meredith, and Benjamin. And then there's Rothko, which I didn't think was a book. I thought it was just a painting, but it is a book. And it is mostly written by his son. And it provides never before seen paintings, and it allows readers to get lost in the art. But it also shows a lot of his most famous pieces of abstract art.
Sure.
So the fact that it was written by his son, I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then that you get lost in it, like we all get lost in the world of Taylor Swift. And
Yeah, I mean, she even
love
spoke
that.
about that where she was saying that the way she did the concert in these different segments, it was like rapid fire and people would have post-concert amnesia,
Yeah.
meaning they went and they experienced this euphoric
They
event,
don't even
but
know
they
what
don't really
happened.
remember what happened fully. It's really interesting. And she did that purposefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go right ahead. Because I'm waiting for you to get to a specific book. One of the few things I picked up on, and I was like, wow. I mean, I guess there's some relatable things between our podcast and theirs. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's all the books that I have, though.
There's a 90s book.
There is a 90s book, but I couldn't figure out who the
It's
artist
because
was.
she listens to the show, our show, and she loves. Here it is. Here's the Easter egg. I'm going to tell you right now. She is a secret Do We Have To crew member.
I highly
She's
doubt.
probably a subscriber. I assume a fake account. She's one of the 3,900 Do We Have To crew members. Her favorite segment is a 90s segment. I imagine at some point she's going to write in and give an idea for the name of the show or for the name of that segment. And she put that there purposely to give a nod to Do We Have To, a marriage podcast, 90s nostalgia segment. Next Easter egg.
Okay. But if anybody else noticed, there are also little TS books posted.
Yeah, those
all
were
around.
books.
Yeah.
They look like, you know how like you can buy like the artwork at places and it's like on a square like piece of wood and that's what I thought it was initially.
No, they
It just
were
had TS
books.
on it. So it was books. Okay.
And there are a couple theories going around. I originally thought that they were a nod to past albums, like past eras. But now I wonder if they're actually a nod to all of the different vinyl covers that she released for pre-sale that were limited releases. So like
There's a
you
green one,
only
a purple
had,
one. There was the orange.
yeah, the orange is like the standard,
Right,
Like
right.
that's the album.
That's the one.
But then
people
there's
review.
like the shiny bug cover, and then there was I can't even remember all of them,
There's
but
like
there
a
was just
purple
several.
mosaic-y one.
There's just several other covers that are available that are now, I think, legit all sold out. And you only had so many hours to get them.
Yeah, for the pre-order. Yep.
But there was an orange one, which I think obviously is the new album. And then there was a blue, which I think is a nod to 1989. The white one was the Tortured Poets Department.
Why is blue 89? Is it because of the
That's
album
the color
cover?
of the era. So like every era had
has
its color.
own color. Sorry.
Red, obviously
people are gonna
red,
beat me up
which
for that.
I love that she stated red was one of her favorite albums to go back and redo. Especially for the 10-minute version of All Too Well. Like the fact that she loves that we scream our lungs out at that song makes me so happy because that is the most cathartic thing in the world. But anyways, and then there was a purple one, which could have been for Speak Now. Or again, they're all for the different vinyl covers because the purple one did come out. I believe there was a blue one and I don't know about a red one, but anyways,
It's exhausting. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
amnesia after we're done recording this episode.
that's the point.
It's working.
Okay. So that's all I've got so far. Any questions?
I don't have any questions, but do we have to, crew? If you have any questions or thoughts on all of the Easter eggs that Emily presented in the studio setup that they had, you didn't even mention Jason was wearing a Taylor shirt. Did you see any Easter eggs on the Taylor side or Jason side of things? I did notice there was a really cool picture of him and Travis as they were little, and I almost wonder if there's a song about their relationship that's going to be in this new album. Seeing that in the background, because I don't remember that being there, but it was like very much in the center, in the very background. Just enough so you could see it and tell what it was, but not enough to like it be very prevalent.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to Jason,
of
but
course, had a
Jason was
shirt,
wearing merch,
which was funny.
She did acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I think there may be something to do with Travis in the blue, but I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm sure there's something with it.
Sure.
She also had on a tiger or a lion necklace that I think is a nod to a different necklace that we've seen her in. But I didn't do a bunch of research with it because that one's floating in the internet all over the place. So anybody can figure that one out.
It's insane. These notes are like serial killer notes.
I know. And then she also had a really adorable ring on her middle finger that had a marquee diamond shape to it, which I think is obviously like a nod to a football, but I don't know.
Can I say something though with this? So you mentioned this, right? We're a marriage podcast, and I know they're not married, but like what I thought was really cool about it, if we're going to talk about specifically, we're talking about all these Easter eggs, is the fact that this is something she does. He obviously embraces this very much. Mm-hmm. She's obviously very comfortable enough with him and the support that he provides her to, it looks like, be her true self with this. And so she went fucking ham with all this stuff that you could possibly even point out in this. I thought that was really cool. And if it's something you want to take away from a marriage perspective or just dating or relationships, friendships, whatever it is, I think people are their best selves when you're giving them full unconditional support.
Yeah.
So they're not second guessing or feeling like they have to posture or create some sort of image. And I think that's what the best thing is about the relationship. If you're going to wonder why people are so obsessed with the relationship or why they get so excited about it, I think that it is very authentic and it is a very positive and supportive relationship. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the conversation, so we broke down the studio, the background, the Easter eggs, as far as what was talked about, the details and the things that she had talked about during the interview. What were your thoughts on that? And
well, it was just interesting because I was able to go back and find all the Easter eggs that she had been leaving us that we didn't realize were Easter eggs. So obviously that yellow sweater with the A12, Ralph Lauren.
Right.
That was a tie.
Right.
Okay. Then there's a photo with her and Travis at the end of the game, like the first game that she attended, that she went on the field for. Sorry. In that photo, she is wearing orange sparkly nail polish.
Love that.
On the tour, she had every nail a different color of the tour. But for that game, which was in between shows, she had orange glitter nail polish.
Sure. Okay.
So, obviously, the orange door meant a new era. Karma was written in orange. Pretty sure we're going to go back to Karma. The thing I love about Karma is the people that helped her with this album also helped and write Reputation. And the same people that did the photos for this album were also involved in her Reputation album.
Got it.
So I really enjoyed that. Plus, there is an outfit where she was in the music video for Antihero, which was part of the Midnights album, where she smashes her guitar 12 times. And she's wearing orange and green.
So you're saying that she was in her showgirl era when this was occurring?
Yes. She's looking at herself in the orange and the green. That's her as the showgirl looking at Taylor.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
Viewpoint.
That's
Love
dope.
it.
Yep.
At least that's my interpretation.
No, I mean, it very much like a universe for a movie series or like a director that does the same. She very much has that style in what she does.
Yes.
And how she expresses herself. And it's fucking dope. And I think that's why people like it so much.
It's just like,
yeah, absolutely.
all the time.
Yep.
But I truly believe that Travis is in on all of the Easter eggs.
I don't know how he wouldn't be.
Because he he just fully supports everything. And he showed up to the first preseason game. No, second preseason game.
Okay.
Wearing an orange and green rugby shirt with his 1587 hat, which is now open for reservations.
It's not open yet.
No, the restaurant's not open, but you can now officially call and make a reservation.
Yeah, so for those who don't know or not familiar, in the Kansas City area, they're going to be opening a restaurant, which is 1587, which is actually owned by both Travis and Patrick Mahomes. They're opening that together, hence the 15 and the 87. And they do have a YouTube video they just recently did where they were doing some food tasting on it. It looked delicious.
Yeah. We also know now that the stage was the key. And again, like I said, the last show, she, instead of going down, she went through, which meant that the new era was officially unlocked.
Sure.
She's been cited wearing orange lips instead of her signature red, which have been rumored, and one was confirmed that they are NARS colors Casablanca and NARS Monaco. Her makeup artist did confirm that it's the Monaco is one of the oranges that she's been wearing. It's been a go-to color for her for years, but she's been wearing it more and more recently. And I just, like, something as simple as a lip color. Like, how did we not notice that? But she's also been in collaboration with Pat McGrath for her lips.
Who's Pat McGrath?
Makeup artist.
Okay, sorry.
He did the makeup for the Bejeweled video, and she also supports Selena Gomez's Rare beauty line. And also, when the teaser came out, there was also a playlist listed out on Spotify that she created that have all the same writers and directors from Reputation, which also hints to the new vibe for her new album, if you're asking me.
I was going to say, she did say on the podcast that, like,
it's very,
for all these really popular songs that she has had out that people love, they specifically, like, that writer and producer that she's working with, they only are doing this album, which that's not how they've done it before.
Right.
That's just the
three of them have never made an album complete
where it's just
together,
them.
just the three of them. Yeah,
which is awesome.
And then something else that makes me think that Travis is in on all of this is there's a song on the album called Honey, which I think could be about Travis because she mentions him in a post regarding Happy Gilmore.
This is a song on the new album when she was going over the songs, which is hilarious, by the way. If you get a chance, it's a really funny bit that they do where they're asking Jason about what he thought the names are.
No clue. She has already confirmed that she was not the bear in Happy Gilmore.
I haven't watched the new Happy Gilmore yet. We need to watch that now.
But she did post with mentioning Travis about Happy Gilmore with the emoji of the honey pot.
Interesting. Got it.
Just a thought.
Do you really think she was the bear? Well, we'll have to watch.
No, people thought she was the bear.
But so she's just a reference to that.
She confirmed on the podcast that she was not the bear.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so we also know Taylor loves numbers. Everything is about numbers.
Yes.
So the biggest drop ever are the numbers 47 and 60.
In theory.
In
Go ahead.
theory.
Why is that?
Okay. She mentions 47 twice.
Okay.
One when she thanks Jason for screaming for 47 seconds. Now, that's a really odd number to just shout out.
It's very specific.
And then again, when saying that there was 47,000 countries
that she visited, yep.
Again, an odd number to just randomly shove out there.
Right. It was very inaccurate, too.
Now, Karma was the 47th song on the set list for the Eras Tour.
Okay.
But it's also tying in with the 60 because we are hoping and praying that it means she is hinting at doing Super Bowl halftime show. And hold
on. With 60 drops, though, how does that play in with 47?
Just a minute.
Okay, sorry.
Did you notice that in the background, right between them, the Lombardi trophy was slightly at an angle on the shelf?
Yeah, it was like laying. weird. It almost looked like somebody had knocked it over.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's just
You're just the fact that the Super Bowl
It's
trophy's
there.
in there. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. So you think she's alluding to that she may be doing the Super Bowl halftime show, which means the Chiefs have to be in it.
yes. And Levi Stadium is where the Super Bowl 60 is happening.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's where the San Francisco 49ers play.
Yes. Levi Stadium was the 47th stop on her Eras tour.
Wow. Do you think it's
But
referencing
they're
that she's going to play
hosting
it?
Super Bowl 60.
True. Do you think she's referencing on play it, or that she is confident that Travis is going to make it back, or both?
As a Chiefs fan, I'm going to say both.
Both. Okay.
As a
love it.
Taylor fan,
Hopefully it's her played the halftime show.
please.
I mean, Travis will be there regardless whether he's playing in it. Hopefully he's playing in it, but to support her nonetheless, I'm sure.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
the other time 60 comes into play is she mentions.
This is the most fucking insane thing. But at the same time, the fact that there is actual truth behind all these Easter things and how
I
excited
hope
and happy it
we
makes
could
people.
be very,
I just
very
think
wrong.
can I just say, I think it's awesome that there's something positive that people are putting their bunch of time into that are associated with conspiracy theories or Easter eggs or whatever. And the fact that it can be positive for men, women, families, relationships, whatever. And if people hate on that, it's your own fucking problem. Because like, I don't know how you hate on this. I think it's exhausting and I don't know how you put the mental energy into it, but I'm glad you're putting the mental energy into something that brings you
spent
joy and you
days
really
on this.
like it. So
Oh my
if
gosh, this
anybody
was
has
the
a problem
best
with
fun
it,
I've
they can
ever
go
had.
fuck themselves. Go ahead. Keep
Okay.
going. Sorry.
So she mentioned 60
Yep.
again.
Okay.
She mentioned that she thinks of sourdough
Oh God, there was a huge segment on sourdough bread, guys. Which
of the time. Now we do know that she's making the bread.
Right.
She's gifted it to friends, like she's gifted it to Selena and whatever her husband's name is, Benny or whatever.
I don't know
remember.
anything about Selena Gomez's relationships.
And we know like Travis has had it. Jason said that like he's eaten it. So like we know she's actually making the bread.
Right.
However,
So is Travis, by the way.
Yes, apparently. Anyways, Sourdough Sam is the mascot at Levi Stadium.
The mascot for the 49ers sourdough, you've confirmed that? You fact checked that? No, I'm not saying it because I don't believe you. I'm asking you, did you fact check that?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. That's awesome. Okay, that's mind blowing. So everything she's doing a bunch of pointing out to San Francisco as being one of the next big events I assume she's going to do. And maybe that's what kicks off her new tour? Or do you think it'll happen? I mean, that's probably what it would be, right?
I don't know, because when she mentioned 16 months, we've already done the math on that. 16 months from August 13th from when the show aired is December 13th, which is her birthday.
Okay.
So we already know like
Wow.
that math tracks.
Shout out Uncle Jeff.
But like there just has to be
Yeah,
more
okay.
than bread being
All right, fair
talked
enough.
about there.
Got it.
But now here's where I need the help. Do we have to, crew? She mentions the years 1973, 1971, and the 1700s. I think those are really weird dates to mention. But there has to be a connection there. One, I think it could be a nod to the 70s, which is kind of like that vibe she's wearing,
She
like
does have
clothing wise.
and the album cover for the album has like a 70s shag carpet type of vibe. I'm not disrespecting it at all. I mean,
Yeah.
just talking about like the color,
Like the color
palette,
scheme.
the scheme.
The
for
anti-hero
sure.
video was very 70s vibe. But I feel like there's something being overlooked. She also says that her hobbies are things you would do in the 1700s.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could also be another reference to Stevie Nicks, maybe Elizabeth Taylor, because that's
I mean, not everything.
there's a song called Elizabeth Taylor. So
Wouldn't be though if everything she said was an Easter egg. Wouldn't that ruin Easter
No.
eggs? I mean, it
Absolutely
can't be
not.
every single thing, right? Right?
no,
Or-
because we're wrong about a lot of them.
Okay. That makes more sense.
We
so you guys are hanging on every
overanalyze.
word, but that doesn't mean that everything she's saying is truly an Easter egg.
No.
Got it. Okay. So
But
you're just trying to
I
determine
hang
what
on
in that conversation
everything.
is an Easter egg. Got it.
Everything could have been an Easter egg, but what was really the true Easter egg? Does that make sense?
Is Uncle Jeff aware? I'm sure Aunt Jess has told him what a mathematician Taylor tends to
Jess
be.
and I have
She's
not
a
had a chance to
numerologist.
go down this rabbit
I
hole
want to get Aunt
together
Jess's opinion on all this.
since this happened. We wanted to at the pool this past weekend, but we just didn't.
Okay. All right.
We were coming and going. It was just random. But anyways, we will figure this out. Somebody has to help me with this.
Go right ahead.
But we will figure this out. But we do love her love for numbers. It's completely infectious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, again, her album was teased on 8/12 at 12:12 a.m. The episode dropped on 8/13. It took exactly 13 seconds for her to open the briefcase and announce her new album.
They did this at midnight?
No,
recording of
they
the show?
teased the album at midnight. Yeah,
So they recorded the show at midnight.
I don't know when they recorded, but they dropped the teaser for the show.
Oh, at midnight. I'm sorry. Okay. Much better. Got
Yeah.
it. Apologies.
But the time
I'll try to keep up.
when she did the new news
Yeah.
and she grabbed the briefcase and opened it, it was 13 seconds.
Awesome. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. She also mentions the AFC Championship twice, and she held up the 2. Same thing she did at the awards show.
Okay.
And then she later dropped the anthology to Tortured Poets Department. Wasn't just one album, it was 2.
So you think it's going to
So
be...
I'm thinking she's already stated that it's not another album,
Okay.
but maybe a documentary to accompany said album, The Life of a Showgirl. Could you imagine?
Do you think it'd be something like what Jason did? Because, I mean, obviously he has a connection with... I thought they did a really great job with his family documentary. Do you think there was something that was done there that is in relation to kind of what Jason did as well?
I don't know.
Okay. I feel like you don't like my... When I start getting into this, you're like, I really wish you'd stay out of my theories about this.
No, but
This can be
it
yours.
makes me want to think about it. But Taylor would have already done that because Taylor and Travis.
Well, they've been together for like 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
So my point is that in between that time, if she's getting ready to do documentary, I mean, if it was going to be released, you got to think it would have been done a year ago. Prior to that, Jason had already done his documentary process. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know, there could be a connection there. As far as like, was it similar? Is she going to end up doing something similar to what he did? Probably in more grandiose, bigger fashion, but he did that as well, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a documentary of kind of like this last period of her life where she's not a betrothed woman.
Well, we do know that the album is going to be things about things that happened to her during her time on tour, but behind the curtain. So nothing that happened while she was on stage.
If they didn't do a documentary on this being the biggest and greatest tour of all time, I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't have to do it, but man, it would just seem insane that you would leave that amount of revenue that you could generate and money on the table. Plus, also the enjoyment that the fans of hers would have being able
like
to get
the
more
way
into
she
the
described
details
getting her master's back on the podcast.
was dope.
It was
really
so cool, but like,
And she's-
that happened here in Kansas City.
Yep. When she found out about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened at her mom and her brother went out to LA to state her case.
But like
about
she
them
was here when
buying
she
it.
found out that she got them.
Yeah.
So like, I love that.
And we did research on that. So I believe roughly the estimates are she spent about $360 million to get her master's back,
Yeah.
which is fucking awesome.
But
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure she's made back tenfold.
well, just from this tour, I'm sure what she's generated, or she's made more than that just on this tour. So she was able to use this tour to buy what has meant most to her. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool, the connection between the greatest thing she's ever done, helping buy the greatest thing that she holds dear,
Yeah.
right? Everything that she's built as far as from an artistic perspective. I thought that was cool. That was like a connection. I was like, but this all makes sense, right? It's happening the way it should be.
Yeah. But like, I want to see that in the documentary.
Yeah.
If they have one. Like the way she described it, like I was so genuinely happy for her. Like,
At the
I would
time
just
we've
love to
recorded
see
this
her do
podcast, I think we're near 18 million downloads of just the YouTube video. So who knows how many downloads there's been on just the audio format on all the different podcast apps. I know that they mentioned Spotify had a 600% increase in new female people that have downloaded the app. The fact
Well, yeah,
is,
because they got the podcast and the playlist.
well, my point is people love getting to know her on a more intimate level. And her way of bringing in intimacy is like giving a perspective of how she decides to do things and who she is. I think it's like in a very invasive way, but also gives a opening of the book that you can see things about her you wouldn't be able to see unless you were a fan.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm not like you are about it. So I can only imagine that this is just the next step in the evolution of where it's going. I agree. I think there will be a documentary. I think it would be dumb if there wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I love about this is she made it very clear there were 12 songs for her 12th album, which can be tied back to the Liziski book, who stated that they wanted to make the world into a true model of perfection. 12 perfectly curated songs for her 12th album.
Love it.
Perfection. She also stated that Opalite was the name of a song.
Yeah. Which Jason then said, I don't know any of these. Basically, stop asking me what the names are of these songs.
Yes.
Or do I know what the name means of this song?
Opal is also the birthstone of October.
Okay, Jason, you know what Opalite is? It's like Travis was shaming him a little bit.
And the album will be officially released on 10/3. Again, another 13.
Yeah.
But Opalite, Opal, October, 10/3. Like, how many can we do here?
I feel like you focus so much on the set on Travis and Taylor that there had to be things she sprinkled in purposely on Jason's, or that she worked with and collaborated with Jason on. I want to rewatch it to
but because I was so focused on not breaking eye contact with her.
Do We Have to crew, anybody that's a Swiftie, that's a member of the Do We Have to crew, first off, thank you for your bipartisan fanship. Let us know if we missed anything. DoWeHaveTo.com, any of our socials, or YouTube.com /@ Do We Have to a Marriage Podcast.
Yes, please.
So no, there's definitely somebody, I'm sure, that really investigated Jason's side of the studio when we did not.
There has to be.
Yep.
But I want to go over like my favorite things that I took away from this.
Yeah, I love that. Yep. Let's do it. What are your favorite takeaways from the episode? Is it your favorite New Heights episode of all time? It has to be, right?
Absolutely.
I would assume most people are.
Kylie's was probably my first favorite, and then this happened, and then I was like, "Oh, Kylie got second place. Super sorry. I still love Kylie, but
my top. I still Kylie's my number one, and then Taylor, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger. To continue, go ahead.
I really loved when they were talking about her relationship with the media and the internet. When she stated that just because her name is attached to it
doesn't mean it's any of her business.
Doesn't mean that it's her business. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes total sense. I love that. And then she also said that she needs to think of her energy as being expensive or a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it.
Yes.
I don't know why something so simple made so much sense in a way that I've never heard it stated before. But she's absolutely right, because even just like this morning, I woke up late. I didn't get to do my yoga. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I rushed around, got the kids ready. And then I've been stuck on that. Like, that's where my energy is going, and that's my day. And
I think it's a good point. I feel like you were worried about what the optics were of that, and that took your energy away. And then I feel like maybe the perspective, I know the perspective of me was like you were in a bad mood. And I hope that's, maybe the kids had that perspective. Maybe they didn't, but I know that you were frustrated. You know what I mean? So you gave away that energy. I think that's a very good point.
Yeah. But like, that's where my day is.
Yeah.
That's where I've spent my day.
Seamus and I were
where
listening
I put
to
my
that
energy in
part this morning. Yeah.
So I feel like I need to put that on my mirror.
I think this is personally why I wouldn't say like when I say I'm a fan, I think it comes off like, oh, I'm rah for them. I think they're very authentic people who actually talk and express things that are actually helpful to others, which is, I know what we wanted this show to be from a marriage podcast perspective. And I think the fact that they take time to talk about those things, about not wasting your energy on things that don't matter, not listening to negativity, being your authentic self, regardless of what other people say. Those are things we talk about all the time. And I absolutely love that somebody at that level is expressing that for the youngest of child to hear to the oldest of adult, because all of them listen to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she said in the past that if you go too far into thinking about what people have thought about you, it changes everything about who you are.
You make decisions based on somebody else's opinion.
If you worry about what somebody else's opinion is, then you're going to change who you are, because...
And not for the better. It's just to get a reaction of what you think that person thinks about you, which is insane.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, fly.
But I also just really, really loved the way they looked at each other. His hand was on her in some fashion almost at all times.
I think there's some
His
speaking of getting in
body
comments,
language was like very
I thought
opening and protective, and
two
like
people that are very much in love.
she had the same, like they just genuinely look so blissfully happy together.
Yeah.
And there's no jealousy. Like they aren't competing for fame. They aren't worried about who's doing better or worse or anything like that. Like they truly are just there to support each other. And, you know, I love that she compared their jobs as being basically the same. They just call it something different. She's not wrong.
Oh, I mean, you mean as far as him saying she's a lot like an athlete? I'm going to kill this fly and everything it loves. I cannot.
Yeah,
why?
like she's an athlete and she's
The fact
doing
that
her thing, but like this stage, it's his field. It's her rehearsal is his practice. His game is her performance. Like
the way
know?
they're able to relate to what each other are passionate about and find common ground and commonality is something I think we can all strive to do and appreciate, and they're a good example of it. It is really, really cool. But I also think if anybody hates on what she does, if you're listening to this show, she does give an insight as far as the physical toll that it takes, and the fact that they're talking about similar physical therapy remedies to get through and make it through the tour, which is her season, and him making it through the NFL season. There's not a lot of difference. I thought that was awesome. And so you talk about people that seem like they're from completely two different worlds, but as they got to know each other, they realize there's so many similarities. And I think we can take away from that, because I think we think we're very far away from each other as far as our spouses or relationships in a lot of ways. But I guarantee you, if you break that down and try to find relatability, a lot of times you're going to find common ground.
yeah.
So
I
Taylor
loved
and Travis can
everything
save your
about it.
marriage. Just follow them blindly. That's the message of today's show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where, Emily, can the wonderful Do We Have To crew and anybody who's listening to the show for the first time today, which thank you so much for taking a stop and a listen, where can they get all the information on our show and also see our wonderful shorts that we put out thanks to Opus AI Clips?
Yeah. You can go to our socials at Facebook, Instagram, and Threads is at do.we.have.to. You can also follow us on X at Do We Have To Pod. TikTok is at Do We Have To A Marriage Pod. Our website is dowehavето.com. Sorry.
Can't remember my age. Can't remember our website.
Nope. You can submit comments and questions at our website or on our socials.
And you can join our mailing list now too, because eventually here very soon we will be getting hopefully together we're starting I shouldn't even put it out there. Something big's coming soon. We'll drop Easter eggs on it. But if you want to sign up to be able to get that information on a consistent basis, not going to tell you what it is, we have now a mailing list that you can sign up for at dowehavto.com. Click on join our mailing list.
Yes. And speaking of working out, you can also follow us on Peloton. You can find Sean at Do We Have To Pod KC, or you can follow me at Emily_in_KC. You can join our team, use our hashtag Do We Have To Crew as your tagline. And then we do have the team. We normally say 20. I feel like that's a bit much. We're going to drop it down to top 5.
Okay, it's your show today, so
it sure is.
Go ahead.
And I've loved every second of it.
Did I make the top 5? That's my more concern because I didn't ask you.
You did.
Okay, let's hear it.
But you did get knocked out of third. Krabby Cakes still holds number 1. 22 hours, 33 minutes.
It's impressive.
Brown Eyes 19.
London represent, Krabby.
Brown Eyes 19, I also think it's from the UK, is 22 hours, 2 minutes.
We have 2 UK people in the top 2?
Barbie Gal is 19 hours, 5 minutes. Do We Have To Pod KC, 12 hours, 20 minutes. And then Stacey Osterham is 12 hours, 9 minutes. I finally did make the top 20, but it came in at 17 with 4 hours and 10 minutes.
So you said top 5, but then you threw yourself in.
I did because I haven't made it and I really want to make it. But I am not anywhere near Krabby Cakes.
Emily's in her selfish Peloton era.
I sure am.
It's black and white.
As a team, we worked out a total of 223 hours last week. Congratulations. We've all kicked butt. And we deserve a good Taylor Swift break.
Absolutely. best advice we can give at the end of this day is if you want some positive, wholesome way of having a relationship, go and watch the wonderful episode of Taylor Swift being a guest on the New Heights podcast. But
Yes.
remember, whether you're the highest of the high as far as what you consider success or the lowest of the low as far as starting out in the world of relationships and friendships, there's a lot of things you can do to cultivate and create those positive relationships. And as you can see, I think a big one is just supporting each other and finding common ground. You do those two things, a lot of the other things are going to work themselves out.
Yeah.
And don't be an asshole. Good job today, Rose.
Be kind. Go learn
Killed
something.
it. I love you.
I love you.
Wake up, I'm about to shake up every little thing, show you all that we can be. Come dance in my club.